2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Nationally televised game.
There's a look at downtown Los Angeles from the air. We're coming to you live from the Staples Center.
Well, that camera steady.
And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Our game tonight featuring the Los Angeles Clippers as they go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Friday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Tuesday, they'll be facing off against DeMarcus Cousins and the Golden State Warriors. Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Thank you, Kevin.
They've got great chemistry, David, just like you and I do. Thanks for that report. Mark, for both teams tonight, unbelievable talent up front.
Yeah, but
Kevin, you're right.
Bro.
I love seeing what we have in store in the paint areas in this matchup. I think that's likely where this game is going to be decided.
Yeah,
here are the starters for Milwaukee. The big men on the floor, Giannis and Lopez. Donte DiVincenzo, he's out there with Allen. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, the perimeter filled up by Leonard and George. Griffin is out there with Jordan. And it's Paul in at the point. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Griffin with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. And Griffin scores. The assist by Paul.
And don't expect Griffin to get stopped by some contact. He's always ready for the physicality.
Middleton outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Allen outside. Trying to get open as Lopez. Ray Allen, and that's good.
Hey, the claw ain't phasing Jesus.
That sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul.
And we all know George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end
So
of the
far,
floor.
based off of these teams, who you think is going to end up making the finals? I don't know, man. It's starting 5 for the Clippers. This is an all-star team.
You almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor. And that's another area where he is just a superb player.
I ain't even going to do shadow storm back.
At the free throw line.
Middleton outside. The pass to Allen. Fires for 3. DiVincenzo kicks to Allen. A three-pointer, no good.
Where is he going? Bro, what's he doing?
Nobody near George. Drains it from beyond the arc.
He had him running outside, and he's going to cut back inside.
With a few 40% seasons from deep, George has become one of the top three-point shooters in the game.
Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo.
Jesus.
And Allen slams it in.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Better safe than sorry, right?
And they'll keep possession. Outside Leonard. Back to Jordan. Pass to Griffin.
Okay.
And then Griffin with the dunk.
I messed up that one because I called for a lob, and I meant to do a regular pass. So used to now have to press triangle just to even give me a regular damn pass.
And in the first,
hold the
a
ball.
little over a minute and a half in.
That was on me. So I threw that one off.
Now Giannis. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Leonard against Allen. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. And there's the drive. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Pass to Griffin. To the paint. And George with the stuff.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Lopez. The Clippers getting the bucket. Nobody near Allen. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 8.
Allen is lights out as a three-point shooter. Love how fast his release is. Staple gun quick.
Like he was going out of bounds.
Leonard against Allen. Back to Paul. Now here's Leonard. Over Allen. Another one falls for the Clippers.
That high release point on Leonard's shot makes that.
Hey, I hope the game stay like this, honestly. I hope the game stay like this. This is fun. Like, we get a bucket, they get a bucket.
Middleton
We get a bucket,
outside.
they get a bucket.
There's the triple. And another.
Hey, this is fun. Hey, man, I'm liking this game.
I like seeing Middleton stroke it from downtown. That release of his, pure as white-driven snow.
To the inside, Griffin. Banked in off the glass. Griffin's got 6.
Under the basket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low.
The backboard, I should say.
They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
The pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Middleton. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, the shot's good from DiVincenzo.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Paul against DiVincenzo. The shot
oh, yeah, it really did me like that, 2K.
Even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Lopez. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. And
Look, they got that little
Lopez
first
gets it to
lead.
go.
Taking it strong. Nice finish by the big fella. Way to get after it, Lopez.
George dishes to Paul. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
They're staying under that damn basket.
Knocks it loose. And now the Clippers on the break. Paul's running. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And even though he's a little older, Paul still possesses great speed. Excellent at using that speed in transition.
Now here's Allen. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. The 15-footer, DiVincenzo with the rebound. The Bucks trail. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Antetokounmpo kicks to Allen. Back to Giannis.
Bro, I thought he could have had the ball.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Beyond the arc. Sinks the triple. He's got 5.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
You can't get that one. Excellent D there from Allen. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard inside. He's against Allen. Now here's Paul. Defended by DiVincenzo.
Damn.
Stolen by Allen.
Jesus, he showed up right at the right spot.
Up high to stop the alley-oop.
I didn't miss 2 shots and got a turnover.
I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, they're
I got to play better. Hey, this is fun, man. I like this game. Hey, on paper, this doesn't look like it's going to be this good.
Middleton on
but I'm also ain't playing as tough defense either, though.
Back to DiVincenzo.
Why did it just push me right past him? What is it doing? Stop freezing the characters, bro.
And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
What the
perimeter filled up by Leonard and George. Jordan is out there with Griffin. And it's Paul in at point guard.
Wait, did you just say we had an 8-minute, 10-second drought?
That may not be his first choice.
Wait, what did you just say?
Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
And here's Middleton. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Allen passes to Middleton. Bucks passing around.
And then DeAndre.
And he banks in the layup. DiVincenzo's got 7.
Always good to see Giannis get his teammates involved because he knows he can't do it alone.
Down low. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Milwaukee with the ball.
Look, they wouldn't even let him go take a shot or go to the basket. They were so programmed on getting the ball to Giannis, bro. Ain't that ridiculous?
6 to shoot. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Sure. Great D that time from Middleton.
I love how they so smart that they automatically just box you out.
Trailing by 4. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, get that weak
Why is Paul?
Come
on, bro. What is this game doing,
Jordan
man?
is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Why did he do that?
That's exactly the look.
He could have backed him down. Why did he do that?
Right play, wrong result.
Middleton the pass to DiVincenzo. Left side, Antetokounmpo.
They trying to force something right now. I can tell. Just by the animations ain't working right.
Over Jordan. And the Bucks miss again. Clippers leading by 4. Here's Leonard. And finished off by Griffin.
One for the highlight reel. And you see after multiple knee surgeries, Griffin can still get up.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Timeout called the Bucks. Blake Griffin really making a difference here.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He has 7. Allen inside the 3-point line. Will not go. This is off the front iron. From about 19 feet.
Why did he not go for the rebound, 2K? The fuck?
Space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Middleton can't get it to go. Looking at Milwaukee, they took the win in their last game against the Mavericks.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for him. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer.
Don't do that
he gets
shit.
credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Paul passes to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Last time you didn't even make me go for the damn rebound. This time y'all just have to stand there and throw a lot.
Then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Where you going, Paul George?
The Clippers getting the bucket. Connects from 3-point range. Allen's got 11 points.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
And Brook Lopez, such a great complementary player, Greg, fits right in with this team.
And he gives you good scoring with great efficiency. Very low turnover numbers.
That was horrible animation,
from a role player.
Got a piece of it.
Killing that fast break.
Passes it to DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Come on, 2K. Bruh, you know what I'm saying, bro? Come on, man. What was that?
Here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. Here's DiVincenzo. Following the basket by Chris Paul.
Not really his best.
And snatching boards like that, baby.
See if he can eventually get back on track.
And it's Leonard missing.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Paul for three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Woke up, baby.
I woke up. Been going for Los Angeles.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
That was a good time to call the timeout.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
By 5.
Clippers lead by 5.
Hey, this is I want all the games to play more like this. This is fun. I need this game to flow like this.
Here with Ty Lue, good rhythm for your offense in the first half. What did you like about the start?
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. Checking out the Clippers, Kenny, how'd you see it?
It's great to see a team going inside, challenging the defense in the paint. You don't see that mentality as often in today's game. So much is perimeter, guys want to stay on the outside. They don't want to give sweat equity.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
They got rained on from 3. Now the shooters deserve some credit. We did hit a few contested shots. The defense deserved more of the blame, because there were still way too many wide open looks.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Ray Allen really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. Long-time teammates Middleton and Giannis, the forward. Allen out there with Donte DiVincenzo. And it's
they finally let me steal the damn pass.
Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I tell you what, I don't know if there's anybody better than Chris Paul at starting the break. I mean, he initiates it quickly and turns defense into offense in a heartbeat.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Pass to DiVincenzo.
Oh, shoot.
And the basket is good, and he's got
Shadow
a chance
Storm.
here for
Check him
one
out.
more at the line.
He like, man, you was first. You ain't finna just show me up, Chris Paul.
But makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Oh, man, I got playing New York. I can hit my one shot.
We've seen mid-range jumpers lose favor, but Clark, it seems like the floater is on the rise.
Why does he keep getting that animation? Okay.
In today's game.
You don't know how to do another layup.
The lane being open as much as it is the way the game is officiated, where you can drive it and create foul situations. Smaller guys that get in the lane have to have
Why does it make me go so far past him? Why is it freezing me right now?
And the floater is that shot.
Here's Lopez. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And now the fast break. George with the ball. It's all
Damn,
about
Paul, you trying to do a fancy ass pass? I ain't going no. He's gonna get that fast break.
Middleton looking it over. There's the 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And it's Paul with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers.
And
they've held a 12-point lead earlier.
You know, not every player can make that kind of a pass. I mean, Paul makes it look easy, but it takes really tremendous vision and timing to execute that.
And the Bucks
don't do that, bro.
After the basket by Los Angeles. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. they're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint.
Why did Paul George come this side if his man was over there?
Completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And there's the pass to Lopez. He kicks it to Middleton. Just 5 on the clock. Over George. Middleton can't get it to go.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
George passes to Griffin. Count that one.
Griffin's got the lead
up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Now Allen on deep. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Leonard. Last season, he played outstanding. 10th in steals, 13th in free throw percentage, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game. One of the league's premier offensive threats.
And like a thief in the night, he will pick your pocket clean. Top 10 in steals, as you said last year. Always a threat to cause a turnover.
Wasn't trying to score.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Timeout called the Bucks.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, let's look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
A different look for Milwaukee. Wara checked in, and it's Eric Bledsoe in for Donte DiVincenzo. Now here's Giannis. Allen outside. The Bucks working the ball around. Poke loose and taken away by Paul. From outside the arc. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 5. Lopez right side. It's Allen on the wing. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Another example of Kawhi being the best defender in the league.
To the middle. Jordan finds Griffin. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
You had his little ass on you.
Allen outside. And then Allen slams it in.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
And here are the Clippers. They're on a 15-4 run. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Make sure all the bench get laid. Ryan Holland, Big Baby Davis, Matt. I think man can play.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out.
Oh my God, we have about 21.
Clippers leading by 21. The perimeter filled up by Leonard and George. Griffin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Paul in at point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now here's Leonard. Over Allen. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Here's Giannis. Allen outside. He played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now, the way they have it set up and the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls, yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Outside for Griffin. He dishes it to George. Paul with the three. No good on the shot.
Move the line
and
on
Milwaukee the other way now. Fires from deep.
That was good.
And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Allen.
That is certainly a shot that Lopez has added to his arsenal. You've got to respect his ability to knock down threes.
Paul passes to Griffin. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Get steals.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive.
Run that fast break, son.
Great balance and mobility, powerful. Big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Paul.
Damn it, Jesus. When Jesus get the block his shot.
And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Paul outside takes the three.
What I love about DiVincenzo defensively,
why they give me that animation,
is his competitive spirit. This guy
get out the way, George. Damn, bro.
And it's sent back by George. Ball against Middleton. And Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got 9 points here in the second half.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. But Trey buries the long-range jumper.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Come on, get back in front of me.
Paul passes to Jordan. The putback, and there's Jordan.
I don't get no damage off of that.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Allen, that's good.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And for the first time in 2021, but we had the full play-in tournament featuring the 7 through 10 seeds. What'd you think of the new format?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, again, part of it was we're coming out of a pandemic, and so we're starving for all things sports, and this added another level of excitement to, I think, the best game in the world. We had Steph against LeBron and AD. So I think it was a pretty awesome result overall.
Here's DiVincenzo. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Took him no time at all on that one.
3-point basket.
Allen's got 6 here in this quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it.
Bruh. Okay, man. I've been saying they gonna be cheating out my damn assist. 2K some haters, bruh.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to DiVincenzo. Ray Allen is on the wing. And it's sent back by Leonard. Inside. And Griffin scores. The assist by Paul.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And here's Giannis. Pass to DiVincenzo. Down low, here's Allen, and it's Allen with the jam.
There's the unselfishness you like to see in a guard. DiVincenzo keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Griffin's shot is good.
And when they gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
The pass to DiVincenzo. Bounce pass Middleton. Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Middleton's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Bucks. And the Clippers call time here.
Boy, you talk about 3-and-D, guys. Middleton is the epitome of that player. Great range, mid-range game, can defend multiple positions. He does all of that at an elite level.
And now we present our New Balance player
Ego
of the game,
stroke.
Chris Paul.
Called the timeout.
He's been the man running the show for them, and boy, has he done a great job. He's up in the double digits in assists,
I would have
and more than a few of those have been of the spectacular variety. For them to be successful, his passing has to be a key component, and tonight it was on display.
And now we can see that when he's at his best, they are a very dangerous team, going up against the defending champs and getting the job done. The three. Rebounded by the Bucks. Allen's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. You know, Clark, many view Middleton as the prototypical perimeter player.
I would not disagree at all. I mean, he does everything and does it all well.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Clippers.
Boy, somehow, some way, you've got to keep Jordan away from the basket, because if you allow him to get it there, he's flushing.
Timeout called the Bucks. Even with the offensive explosion we saw last year, Clark, there were some elite defensive teams. Which team do you think has the toughest D in the NBA right now?
Well, I think you could lean towards the Sixers for what I evaluate. I mean, they had 2 defensive players of the year candidates last season in Embiid and
substitution. Oh, God, bro. Why?
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. The basket counts and one. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched.
Substitution on the court.
Oh, my God. Why am I on the court?
It's deflected.
See what happens when I get agitated, bro?
Here is Matthews.
Oh, because I'm on fire? Is that why I'm on the court, bro? Come on, man, 2K. Get me off the damn court.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And he makes that one.
I couldn't tell where the ball was really at.
Paul with the ball. Outside, George to the paint.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Leonard kicks to George. And then George with the jam.
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Zubac.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Clark, we know injury prevention is a huge aspect for teams, and it seems like training staffs hold a lot more weight than they did in the past.
I think you're exactly right, Kevin. No doubt about it, and for good reason. I mean, the medical staffs include doctors and trainers and physiotherapists.
Substitution.
Oh, my God. Why do we have so many points?
19 seconds left in the fourth.
Bro, we had 127. We scored 15 points in a minute. For real, 2K. Well, I got to sit here for this, bro.
stop the run. No good.
You know, people sometimes forget what a pesky and physical defender Chris Paul
we scored 15 points in 1 minute. Come on, 2K. Y'all gotta fix that, bro.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go.
15 points.
And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow.
The game over. Why are we scoring 15 points in 1 minute?
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the side.
Why are we having a Tracy McGrady moment, a Reggie Miller moment?
Thanks very much. Kawhi, how satisfied are you with your team's performance tonight in this win?
All right, David.
They can put the damn tag on the damn towel, but they can't get the socks.
For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
They can put the tag on the towel. They can put the tag on the towel, bro. Peep that. They put the tag on the towel. Why am I the second leading scorer? They can put the tag on the towel, man. Damn, he only had 4. He only took 5 shots. Wow. Damn, he was only 3 for 10. Jesus was only 5 for 13 on threes. I guess they just was getting the home court on that one. I don't some of these times, these stats, I don't get them. But all right. When they get that replay, I think it said like 347. So let's go here. Oh wait, I'm going forward. Let me go backwards.